Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. Um, Today, we got a few topics we can talk about today. These are two very, very important topics, as long as it always or usually is, because we're only going to over two topics, and I would say they are very, very important and exciting. Obviously, the first topic is just going to be my thoughts and my response to the PlayStation 5. And then second, we're going to talk about Last of Us Part 2 and how we're going to play it because the game's coming out in like a day or two. So so obviously we're going to save the best for last, but right now I want to talk about the PS5. I want to tell you kind of my thoughts on the design of it and the features. Um, and I'm going to say this about the PS5. I'm not excited for it. Um, And the reason I'm not excited for it, one, the PlayStation 5 itself looks very weird. I don't know if that's just me. The controller looks sick. It looks really amazing. I would love to have that as like a PS4 controller. I can use it. But the PS5 console, it just kind of looks weird. A prototype, just to show people. This is probably not what it's going to look like. But still, still I don't like it, and that's just by looking at it. I'm not someone who really cares much about it because it's not really big of an upgrade in my own eyes. I don't really see as it like a next thing. They may be like maybe a little bit more advanced, but for example, the PS3 was the PS3 and the PS4 was like a huge step forward. It was a completely huge step. I just didn't see it. I didn't see that coming, like a PS4 like that. I didn't see it coming, and how it would be. But I feel like the PS4 is just, it doesn't really need anything. It doesn't really necessarily need anything else. There's a reason we have a PS4 Pro, too. Um, So really, I'm not a really big. I'm not making a big deal out of it. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna get this definitely because I'm probably not gonna get it. Um, the only reason I would ever get it is if one, The Last of Us Part 2 got remastered for the PS5, which I don't think that's gonna happen. And second, or actually, that's kind of the only one. But the second reason of The Last of Us Part 2 being remastered is there's compatibility. There's backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 5. I mean, you can play PS4 games on the PlayStation 5. And if you have a 4K TV and a PS5, it's probably going to give you a better experience of the game, which is Last of Us Part 2. So that would probably be the only reason I would get the game. And I have seen the gameplay for I've seen the gameplay for the games they released. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I really was interested because I played the first game. I still play it. It's an amazing game. I love playing it. I am kind of disappointed though, because when I saw that they were giving another Spider-Man, I was extremely hoping that it would be Peter, not Miles Morales. The reason is because at the end of the Spider-Man game, spoiler alert, by the way, by the end of Spider-Man, that he's sick and that, or actually, originally they thought he went to like some foreign country. He went. I forgot where it was, but he said that he went to some other country, and well, truthfully, he was not any other country. He was in this little. It's in this little tank. Peter Parker versus Harry Osborn. It's like something. It's a rival, and just going to Miles Morales. I'm not saying that Peter Parker's not going to be in it. But I just don't like it. I don't really like the idea of putting him in there yet because once again, I just think it's the wrong time. But I want you to also know that you got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. I don't have any inside information. I'm just telling you my thoughts and how I see it. But the PS5 itself, to me, it's not appealing to me. There's no really big upgrade. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so who knows. Maybe when I actually get to see some of the features and the detail and mechanics of the actual system, maybe I'll consider getting it. But right now, I'm not really excited for it because I'm about to play a game that I've been waiting for a long time, for years, in like a day or two. Um, I'm just not excited for it because of that. And I'm not really excited for it because this is the only game I've been excited for for the last couple of years. I've not been excited for any other game. Sure, there's been other games that I've played. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see that I upload like For Honor stuff. But that's pretty much it. That's all I really do. I play it because I do enjoy certain video games. I do enjoy them, but I'm not excited. I'm not waiting with anticipation and excitement for anything like The Last of Us Part Two. There's just nothing I've been more excited about than this game. So I'm just not a big fan of no, sorry, big fan of the PS5. I'm not a big fan of it. Simply because I just don't really see the necessary for it. We have a PS4 Pro. We have not to mention the original PS4, and I think the PS4 is a really, really good console. I think it's great. Though I do think there is something that, there's obviously some pros of the PS5. Like it can hold more storage, it can do backward compatibility, and it has a bunch of other type of benefits of it. But once again, that stuff never really appealed to me. That type of stuff doesn't really appeal to me, really. More storage, I sounds like a good idea, but once again, it doesn't appeal to me. It's not really a huge step forward. The PS3 going to the PS4, that was a huge step forward for just consoles. It was just completely different. Same thing with Xbox. It was a complete big step forward, and unless it seems to me or appeals to me that they took a step forward with the PS5, then I'm not really gonna get it. Once again, the only time I would really get it is if, The Last of Us Part 2 got remastered for it. That's it. That would be it. I mean, unless they make like a Last of Us Part 3, then I'm gonna be getting the PS5. Okay, that's just something that's it. I'm not somebody who likes to jump from game to game. I'm a person that usually I've been playing this game since I was like 12. Okay, so I'm not a person that just likes to play different random games and then not care about them after I beat them. I usually play them for a while, and this one's obviously The Last of Us is like obviously the one that I played the most. I played this game for like 7 years. It's been a long time. And I'm just really hoping that the PS5 is going to be better, that it is going to take a step forward, because like once again, I'm not saying that I don't like it. It just doesn't appeal to me. That I hate the idea of it. No, I'm just saying that it doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't look like something I'm going to be interested in, excited for, anticipating, something I'm just going to get because I just got to have it. That's not what I'm going for in this. What I'm going for is I want The Last of Us Part 2. And I'm getting it. I'm going to be getting it, Lord willing, tomorrow. And we'll be talking about that in a minute. I know he's like, what the heck do you mean tomorrow? We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But I just want to give you my thoughts on the PS5. There are controversial, reviews, thoughts, and discussions about it, and my entire thing is that I just don't really, it doesn't appeal to me, because once again, I'm not really, there's nothing for me with the PS5. There's just nothing for me over there. What is there for me over there? Because once again, there's only one game that I truly love, and that's the Last of Us series. And so the only reason I would ever get the PS5 would be for two reasons. It'd be if The Last of Us Part 2 got remastered, and two is if they made another a literal continuation of the Last of Us series. That's the only reason I would get it. And there's a third reason, but I kind of canceled that out of my notes because I didn't want to, because I didn't know if it was going to happen for sure. But it was, let me just put it out there. If The Last of Us Part 2 has a multiplayer, if it does have a multiplayer for the PlayStation 4, and then when the PlayStation 5 comes out, and let's say if they remaster it for PS5, if they shut down the multiplayer for it, then I will most likely be getting The Last of Us Part 2. Or, sorry, the PS5. My bad. I will be getting the PS5. Simply because of that reason. Like I said, I'll get it if The Last of Us Part 2 is somehow connected to it, but I'm not going to get it otherwise. And this is one of the things that, just to put it in there, because I know, just regarding the multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2, I don't know if they're going to have a multiplayer. Because unless Naughty Dog has any intention to continue to work on this game, then I don't know how they're going to come up with this. Because once again, we're going from one console to another. You know, we're going from one console to another. And the PS5 is coming out sometime in December. Close to December, somewhere near Christmas. And if that is the case, would Naughty Dog just not make one, since they have to work under a PS5, look toward games that for the PS5, you know? And I've already stated that I think it's a stupid idea to make a game, to make The Last of Us Part 2 story on PS4, but then to make a multiplayer for PS5. That's just stupid, you know? Now, maybe they'll add it even if the PlayStation 5 comes out, you know? Maybe they will do it if the PlayStation 5 comes out. It just seems to me that I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be a multiplayer. I don't know if there's ever going to be one. And I don't know if they're going to add it into them, like an update or something, or you're going to have to buy it, or you're going to have to get a code, or something like that, or you're going to have to do certain, you got to get a PS5, or I don't know. I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see what they're going to do. And I've said it before, I'm not a big, giant multiplayer fan. I loved it, don't get me wrong. It was completely entertaining. It still is. I still play it today. It's just, I love The Last of Us because of the story and the characters and the world. I don't really necessarily like it because of the multiplayer. Now, surely I had a lot of fun with it, and the reason it was so fun was because it was new. It wasn't something that was just, it wasn't like Call of Duty. It wasn't like Battlefield. It wasn't about all these certain sequels coming out. It was nothing about that. It was completely different. If you could simply just blindfold and just listen to the audio and the gun and the combat, you can automatically know it's The Last of Us. It is The Last of Us multiplayer. You can automatically know that is the case. So yeah, like I said, I just want to put that in there because, you know, I want a multiplayer for The Last of Us Part 2, but I don't really see it happening if there's a PS5 coming out. Once again, I'm not saying that it's not possible. Just, you know, to me, it just seems like it's very it just seems not impossible, but plausible. It's not something that's, I don't think, it's just something that it can happen, but most likely it won't. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that entire PS5 situation. The PS5 is obviously something that many people are looking forward to. Some people are like me; they're just not appealed to it, because once again, it's just looks like an advanced PS4 Pro. That's it. I've heard people say that. I've heard people say like it's just gonna be completely different. It's gonna be it's gonna be monumental. And to me, I thought the PS4 was monumental. I thought it was like the most monumental thing Sony's ever pushed out. I didn't see how I don't want to see how another console from Sony can top the PS4. They're obviously going to build off of it, you know. They're not gonna like break something completely new, you know. They're building off of it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on PS5. I'm not anticipating it as much as a lot of, or some people, or even if you could say a lot of people. I'm simply just waiting for The Last of Us Part 2. When I get the game, that's it. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want The Last of Us Part 2. And I would love a multiplayer. I would love a survivor mode. I would love that type of stuff. And I would definitely be an advocate. I would definitely, if I could, if it ever came to do it, I would completely fight for both of those things. For The Last of Us Part 2, I would definitely fight for both those things. So yeah. All right. So that's the PS5. You got my little my thoughts down, and the idea of me talking about the PS5 was not something that I thought beforehand. It was a request from someone who's commenting on my last episode, and so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it just to just for the sake of doing it, and so you guys can get my thoughts on it. So yeah. So right now, we're gonna be going over the Last of Us Part 2. Now, the reason I said 1 or 2 days I'm gonna be playing it is because technically tomorrow it comes out, or guys, just stay with me. At Thursday at 12 a.m. Well, technically it's Friday, but you get my drift. 12 a.m. on Thursday. It's technically Friday. That's when the game comes out. So really, you only have a day. Honestly, and I wanted to get you guys. I want to get your opinion. Okay. If we're gonna go with Plan A, that means we're playing The Last of Us Part 2 tomorrow at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. we'll be playing that game tomorrow at 12 a.m. And technically, like I said, it's Friday morning, but still, it's easier to remember that way. Thursday at 12 a.m. we could play that game. We can play it at 12 a.m. I've already downloaded the game. I've already downloaded it. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for the download of getting goodness that I don't have to. Because I saw how many gigabytes that thing had, and I was like, there's no way that I'm just going to sit here and, just no way. So, we're either going to be playing it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We're going to be playing it in like a day or two, okay? Trust me. We're going to be on here. We're going to be rocking this thing. We're going to completely be grinding this game out. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll be grinding this thing out. Lord willing, I will be grinding this. Hopefully the connection will hold. Hopefully it won't be crappy, and hopefully it won't get a black screen, because if that happens, that could be really, really sad. Because I'm going to play the game without you guys. Okay? That's it. I'm just kidding, guys. If that is the case, I will just I'll just record. If that's the case, I'll just record. We're gonna be doing it. Okay, I promise. We're definitely gonna be doing that. And I still can't believe it's coming out. I can't believe it's coming out. It's like a day or two. It's coming back out, and I'm reminiscing about the gameplay and the story scenes and all those things. I'm just thinking about it, meditating on it, contemplating the game. It's just something that you never think was gonna come out, and it's about to come out. So yeah, that's gonna be Plan A. Plan A is that we play the game at 12 o'clock tomorrow a.m. That's Plan A. Or I wait until Friday when the Friday around 9 a.m. I'll play the game. Now those are the two times that I can only wait. I am not gonna wait any longer. Okay, I know that sounds very impatient. Been waiting this game for a long time, and I'm extremely anticipated. And I've been sitting here for about 2 weeks looking at the picture of it on my main screen, and I keep seeing a countdown. Okay, so I'm really, really not just anticipated, but I'm impatient. I'm impatiently anticipating this game, and I need the game. I need to play it. And obviously, I'm going to be thinking of playing it tomorrow at 12 a.m. That's it. But if you guys can't, if you don't think that's a good idea. And I'm not talking, and I want to make this very clear to all those that think that I'm going to be doing like, oh well, not many people are going to watch it. That's not why I do it. I'm not going to live stream this game because I want more people to watch, or I want subscribers. I'm surprised that I have gotten to this high of a number of 100 people who subscribe to the channel, and even there are many people who watch it. And may not be a lot, but there's many people, and that's a thing for me, is that. If it's just one person watching this, I'm good with it. I'm satisfied, because someone has taken the kindness and the unbelievability, to me at least, to watch something I've created. So it's def. So I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for subscribers. I don't care about how many people watch it. Though I would greatly respect it and I would greatly enjoy that more people will come in, of course. But I'm not a person that is needy and greedy, and I'm not gonna sit there and say, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. I'm only gonna do this because I want something from you guys. No, the only thing I want is play this game. That's it. And I want to share my enjoyment of the game and my thoughts on the game, my experience with the game. That's it. Because here's the thing that I've never gotten to do with The Last of Us Part 1 is that I never got to live stream my first reaction to the game. I never got to do that. Because the game came out in 2013. Okay? It came out in 2013. I was 12 at the time. You know, it came out in June and I was still 12. And I couldn't do that. I didn't have a PS4 because that's how I do all my work here is the PS4. So I couldn't do that. And so this is a very first time for me that I'm reacting to the game, reacting to part 2 of the Last of Us series, and it's completely fresh reaction. I have no idea what's in this game. I have no idea. I am I'm so interested in what's going to happen in this story because they haven't really released much to us. We still don't have the plot of the story. We don't have it. We don't have the plot. We don't have the freakish tension of the game, you know. We don't have that. But I'm just interested in what they're going to be doing with this game. I'm very interested. I want to see what they're going to do with this game. And so, yeah, those are the two things we're going to do. We're either going to do it 12 a.m. tomorrow or we're going to do it 9 a.m. on Friday. Those are the two. That's what we're going to be doing. But like I said, technically, we're going to be playing it on Friday both times because, once again, 12 o'clock in the morning is actually the next day, not the previous day. So, anyways, but yeah, that's, like I said, it's not a big, long episode. I just wanted to get my thoughts on some of the things that are being said about the PS5 and just tell you what we're going to be doing. And, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say about it. Let me see if I have anybody in the chat. Nope. That's fine. I think it's about 23 minutes long. We've already been 23 minutes into it. I think about to be 24. Just trying to think of anything else I should say. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got today, guys. We're going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2. We are definitely going to be playing The Last of Us Part 2 this week. Like I said, either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It's going to be this week, alright? It's being this week, and it's going to be under 48 hours. Okay? Alright? That's what we're doing, and, like I said, if my connection is going to be all crappy, then I'll figure something out, okay? Like I said, I'll just record it. So yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, or this episode of this live stream of the podcast. If you did, enjoy any of this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. And anyways, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'll see you guys in The Last of Us Part 2. Alright, see you guys.